The One Belt One Road Initiative, OBOR, launched by Chinese President Xi Jinping in 2013, has been a significant catalyst in transforming the global geopolitical and economic landscape. This ambitious project, better known as the New Silk Road, aims not only to revive ancient trade routes but also to consolidate China's economic and political influence in various strategic regions worldwide. This is Money Dynamo. Welcome to the channel. Subscribe to make sure you don't miss any of my videos. OBOR has been presented as a means to foster trade, investment, and economic cooperation across a vast region spanning Europe, Central Asia, the Middle East, and Africa. Essentially, China seeks to establish an efficient logistics and commercial network linking its products and resources to key markets worldwide. To achieve these goals, the Asian giant has made substantial investments in building critical infrastructures such as ports, roads, and railway lines. Initially, the Western world observed with caution, and in some cases, even joined the initiative. Italy, Greece, Portugal, Hungary, and Poland expressed interest in participating, and some European countries even signed up for OBOR. However, perceptions have shifted, with Giorgia Meloni, the leader of the Italian government, labeling the decision to join the New Silk Road as a strategic mistake. This statement reflects a change in attitude in Europe, which now seems less enticed by the Chinese initiative. The reason behind this transition in the European perspective could be linked to Western efforts, led by the United States and the European Union, to counter China's growing ambitions. The US and the EU have announced megaprojects to rival OBOR, the India-Middle East-Europe Economic Corridor and the Trans-African Corridor. The former aims to connect India, the United Arab Emirates, Saudi Arabia, Jordan, Israel, and Europe through an extensive infrastructure network, including ports, railways, and submarine internet cables. This corridor not only has economic goals but also diplomatic objectives, seeking to enhance relationships among participants and increase flexibility in Western supply chains. As for the Trans-African Corridor, its goal is to enhance transport infrastructures to facilitate the transit of strategic minerals from the Katanga region in the Democratic Republic of Congo to the port of Lobito in Angola. Alongside building railways and improving existing routes, significant investments are planned for economic development, connectivity, internet access, and implementing renewable energies in the region. Both projects, while promising, face considerable challenges. Coordination among multiple countries with different regulations and normative frameworks is an inherent problem. Standardizing operational aspects like track gauges and container dimensions poses a significant logistical challenge. Moreover, massive funding and resolving geopolitical conflicts among participating countries are critical hurdles that need to be overcome. It's crucial to note that beyond logistical and economic concerns, physical security in geopolitically complex regions is a fundamental worry. Both the Middle East and Africa have conflicts and rivalries that could significantly impact the successful implementation and operation of these megaprojects. From Indo-Pakistani disputes to historical tensions between Saudi Arabia and Iran, the geopolitical landscape introduces elements of uncertainty that must be addressed to ensure stability. In this complex geopolitical scenario, it's essential to highlight the growing concern over global dependence on China in terms of supply and production. The COVID-19 pandemic exposed vulnerabilities in global supply chains, revealing the interconnectedness of economies and the dependence of many countries on China as a primary supplier. This factor has intensified the urgency to diversify supply sources and reduce reliance on a single actor in the global supply chain. Additionally, the role of trade and technological tensions between China and the United States must be emphasized. These tensions have led to increased polarization in the economic and technological spheres. The US, along with its allies, aims to develop alternatives to Chinese infrastructure, fostering strategic alliances to counter China's influence in these key sectors. The technological rivalry between these powers has also become a determining factor in shaping the future world order. Another aspect to consider is the environmental impact of these megaprojects. As concerns about climate change and sustainability gain global significance, the execution of large-scale infrastructure projects must comprehensively address environmental issues. Both the new Silk Road and the proposed corridors involve significant infrastructure development that could have substantial environmental consequences. Pressure to adopt sustainable practices and reduce the carbon footprint in these projects is becoming increasingly urgent. Moreover, the role of international financial institutions and the competition for influence in them is critical. China has played a key role in establishing new financial institutions like the Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank, AIB, challenging the dominance of Western institutions such as the World Bank. This phenomenon raises questions about the future direction of global financial architecture and how it will influence decision-making on an international level. Finally, governance and transparency in these massive projects cannot be overlooked. The successful execution of projects of this magnitude requires effective governance, risk management, and transparency at all levels. Concerns about sustainable debt, corruption, and the involvement of local communities are crucial factors that will determine the long-term success of these initiatives and their impact on global stability. In the current geopolitical competition, it's also essential to consider the cultural dimension and the implications of these megaprojects on the cultural diversity of the affected regions. The new Silk Road and the proposed corridors are not only physical infrastructures but also cultural corridors, facilitating the exchange of ideas, values, and artistic expressions. However, proper management of this cultural diversity and respect for local identities are crucial elements to avoid tensions and conflicts in the involved regions. Furthermore, there's a question of how these projects will impact employment dynamics and human development in the recipient regions. While the construction of large-scale infrastructure can generate employment and economic opportunities, it can also lead to displacements and changes in local livelihoods. Careful planning of sustainable development programs, education, and vocational training becomes imperative to ensure that local communities benefit equitably and sustainably. Another crucial aspect to consider is the role of emerging technologies in implementing these megaprojects. Artificial intelligence, automation, and digitization are rapidly transforming global infrastructure and logistics. Effectively integrating these technologies into the proposed corridors will not only improve operational efficiency but also create new opportunities for economic development and international collaboration. Moreover, diplomacy and strategic alliances will play a crucial role in shaping the geopolitical landscape. The ability to build and maintain strong relationships among participating countries will be essential to overcome political challenges and ensure the long-term viability of these projects. International cooperation, peaceful dispute resolution, and open dialogue will be crucial factors in establishing a framework that fosters stability and progress in these strategic regions. The geopolitical and economic future stands at a critical juncture where the strategies of China, the United States, and the European Union are at stake. The competition for control of trade routes, supply diversification, and geopolitical influence is shaping the world order. The persistent question remains whether the West will successfully execute these projects and manage to halt the expansion of Chinese influence worldwide. Time will reveal the outcome of this intricate geopolitical plot. Here ends the video, my friends. If you liked the video, do not hesitate to like, subscribe, and hit the bell to not miss any of our trips. Until next time,